Welcome back to my channel! If you are new here, my name is Rose and I love DIY fashion, where I transform clothes into simply and pretty way. Today's video is an inspired cottagecore dress with slit. It's pretty, right? If you want to know how I made this, then please keep on watching. I made this DIY from a double-sized bedsheet with a flower and tropical print. It has also elastic to the top and bottom. And this is a Canadian cotton fabric. The first step is creating the puff sleeve of the dress. The length is 8 inches, which is from your shoulder until before the wrist, and the width is 25 inches. I fold first the fabric, and from the corner top edge, I mark 2 inches and 3 inches to the corner side edge. It will be the armpit area. And draw a diagonal line to the 2 marks using a ruler. I also mark a 3 inches from the bottom corner edge. Then draw a diagonal line from the side mark to the bottom. Then cut those lines. From the top, I'm going to make a tunnel for the elastic, and I'm using a 1 cm width of the elastic. And it came out that the tunnel will have a 1/2 inch width. Pin to secure and sew it after. And the result is something like this. From the bottom edge, I mark up 2 inches. And draw a straight line using the ruler. From the 2 inches line, I also draw a 1/2 inch line, because we are going to make a tunnel for the elastic around the arm. After creating the second line, I fold the 2 lines in half and sew along the first line. This measurement is according to the size of elastic you are going to use. After that, you must have something like this. After that, I fold it upward and use pins to secure it. Then sew along those pins. After that, you must have something like this. The next step is inserting the elastics in both tunnel. The size of the first elastic must be around your armpit, and mine is 14 inches. After inserting the elastic, sew in both ends. Moving on to the second tunnel, I use a skinny elastic. The size of the elastic must be around your arms, and mine is 8 inches. Then after inserting, sew also in both ends. Then sew close the side seams. The last step in completing the sleeves is by hemming it. Moving on to the top of the dress. I cut 2 pieces of rectangular shape with 21 inches width, which is the half of your hip measurement times 1.5. And the length is 7 inches, which is the measurement from your chest to under bust. I fold it in half, and from the top corner edge of that fabric, I measure 3 inches. And 2 inches to the side corner edge. It will be the connecting part of the top to the sleeves. Then connect the 2 marks by drawing a diagonal line using a ruler and cut it after. I will also make a tunnel in this part, and the size is 1/2 inch. Use pins to hold them in place and sew it after. After that, you must have something like this. The length of the elastic that I used is 8 inches, which is the chest measurement or the measurement between the two busts plus 1 inches. Then after inserting the elastic, sew in both ends. Then facing the two top pieces, right sides together, then sew along the side seams. The next step is connecting the top to the sleeves by placing right sides together. On to the last part, which is the skirt or the bottom part. I cut two rectangular pieces with 21 inches width, which is the half of your hip measurement times 1.5 or the same measurement with the top, and 21 inches long, which is the measurement from your underbust to over the knee. On one side, I marked down 10 inches from the top, which will serve as the slit of the skirt. Then after sewing, I fold the slit going inside to hide the raw edge. Use pins to hold them in place and sew it after. The next step is connecting the top to the skirt. I marked first 5 inches from the side of the main bodice. It is where I'm going to connect the skirt with a side slit. Use pins to hold them in place and sew it around. The next step is making another tunnel to fit the dress in my body. From the first seam, I made another seam so I can insert the elastic. But don't forget to leave a small opening gap. The two seams must be something like this. Then insert the elastic, and the size of the elastic must be around your under bust. After inserting, sew close the opening gap. The last step in this project is hemming the bottom of the skirt, and I finished this DIY. And this is the final result. I super love this DIY because it is easy to make and gives me a good feeling when wearing it. This type of dress can be worn in any occasion. Just choose a formal or plain print. If you want to try this, please tag me along my Instagram account. And if you also love this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and on the notification bell so you won't miss my upcoming DIYs. And I'll see you next time. Bye!